Hello, Martha. May I ask you, you're an employee of Placer County here? Madam? Oh, no front license plate? That's a violation of California Vehicle Code. Alright guys, here's another one about my case against the Placer County Sheriff's Office in Auburn, California. This video is going to be focusing specifically on Amy Kincaid's declaration about April 5th, 2022, and her claims that I supposedly popped out from behind the bushes at her car and began harassing her. And I just want to remind everybody that Amy made these allegations against me in a sworn declaration under penalty of perjury. So the first time I ever went to the Placer County Sheriff's Office was on April 5th, 2022. And within the first 5 minutes, I had that encounter with Deputy Matthew J. Spencer. After that, I decided I was going to stay and gather content for a news story I was planning to work on about what just happened to me for my YouTube channel. I decided to stay and protest against the unprofessional conduct I was just subjected to, and I was video recording outside their gates while voicing my opinions about Deputy Spencer and the rest of them. I was walking around the outside perimeters of the property and only in areas that were publicly accessible. I never entered any restricted areas. At one point towards the end of the day, I was walking around the back part of the complex where the parking lot for the juvenile detention center is, because that's where the back gate for the Placer County Sheriff's Office is at. As I was walking out of that parking lot back towards B Avenue, I saw an individual walking to their car, so I crossed the street to go ask them some questions for my news story while video recording. That individual turned out to be Amy Kincaid, a records supervisor with the Placer County Sheriff's Office. I had never met Amy before that, and I had no idea who she was before I approached her. Alright, so first I'm gonna put up Amy Kincaid's declaration on the screen so everybody can read exactly what she claimed I did on April 5th. After that, I'm gonna play my video footage that shows what really happened. And then I'm gonna put her declaration back up on the screen again, because I want you guys to really pay attention to how she twisted what happened and even completely made some of it up. So make sure to read everything she said pertaining to April 5th in her declaration, and then pay close attention to the video footage to see what really happened for a comparison. Leave me a comment below to let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the footage now, and I'll come back afterwards to break everything down. Hello, Martha. May I ask you, you're an employee of Placer County here? Madam? Should eat some more greens. You look horrible. You look like all you eat is milk and cheese. Who's she with? Oh, records department. I'll be contacting you tomorrow.
Can I have your name? Oh, no front license plate? That's a violation of California Vehicle Code. Man, so that's 5 personal vehicles with no front license plate.
All right, so she said I popped out from behind the bushes at her car. You can clearly see from the video that I merely walked by a set of bushes. I did not pop out of them. This is a gross exaggeration of the facts, which are supported by my video evidence, that I merely walked by a set of bushes on my way to videotape a conversation I was going to engage with the employee that I saw walking away from the building. And I did so in a calm and non-aggressive manner. Saying that I popped out from behind the bushes insinuates that I was hiding behind some bushes and that I jumped out from behind them to scare her. You can clearly see that I merely walked by a set of bushes on my way to calmly go ask her some questions. Not to mention that the set of bushes I walked by was at least 15 to 20 feet away from where her car was parked at. I was walking and talking calmly. I was not moving erratically or aggressively, and I did not jump or pop out at her as she claimed. Amy Kincaid then claimed I accused her of stealing food from the sheriff's office. I never accused her of stealing food, nor did I say anything closely resembling that of an accusation of her or any other employee stealing food from the sheriff's office. That claim is completely fabricated. Amy Kincaid then claimed I told her she was really unattractive and looks like she eats cheese sticks all day. Again, this is factually inaccurate. Verbatim, I said, quote, "You should eat some more greens. You look horrible. You look like all you eat is milk and cheese." End quote. Was it juvenile or obnoxious? Yes, but it's free speech and it was just a joke. I never stood in front of her car and I never acted in a way nor said anything that would put a reasonable person in fear for their safety. Concluding her paragraph about April 5th, 2022, Amy Kincaid then claimed that I began harassing her about her license plate. This is grossly exaggerated and factually inaccurate. As my video shows, I calmly mentioned to her one single time that it is against California Vehicle Code to not have a front license plate on your vehicle. I said it calmly, I only said it one single time, and I said it after she was already in her car with her door closed, and I was standing on the other side of the car when I said it. That is not harassing. Amy Kincaid then started her car up and drove away without any obstruction. I did not block her from leaving. I did not chase her vehicle. I did not follow her as she left. I merely videotaped her driving away and then went back about my business videotaping and protesting outside of the Placer County Sheriff's Office. I would also like to mention that when I saw Amy Kincaid driving away from our first court date after they filed the restraining order against me, that she now has a front license plate attached to her vehicle in compliance with California Vehicle Code, as I was saying. So if what I was saying was so wrong, then why did she fix it? This was nothing more than a gross exaggeration of the facts to dramatize the situation and paint a misleading picture that I'm a threat to the Placer County Sheriff's Office employees, when in fact I'm just a citizen journalist gathering content for my news story and exercising my rights to public photography, free speech, free press, and protest. As I said before, I only stayed there with the intentions of protesting and gathering content for the news story I was planning to work on after the deputy got in my face. I never harassed or threatened any Placer County Sheriff's Office employees. I never had any intentions of doing so previously, and I have no intentions of doing so in the future.
Oh, no front license plate? That's a violation of California Vehicle Code.